What's up everybody, what's up YouTube, it's Niro EVJ, and today I'll be going over the steps necessary to install LED fog lights on a 2019 Kia Niro EV. Even the premium version of this car has halogen fog lights. I did install LED headlights, these were halogens, and if you haven't seen that video I'll link it down below. But after installing the LED headlights, I no longer like the fog lights because these are now white and these are yellowish orange. So you can see they're down here. Also, these are white LED running lights. So having these orange lights here, it doesn't look that good. So I tend to leave them off, and if I change them to white lights to match the headlights and the daytime running lights, I'll use them a lot more. I purchased these Ala Lighting LED fog lights, 30,000 hours, and they look just like the bulbs I'm going to be taking out. Now, to get the fog lights out, you're not going to go in through any of this area here, and you can't get at it from underneath. In the wheel well, there's a panel that I'm going to have to take off to access that area. And it's going to be the same for both sides. So I'll show you on one side, and then it's just the same for the other side. Now I'm inside the wheel well here, and you can see that this panel right here is going to be the one that we're going to need to use to access inside where the bulb is. The process of removing the bulb and replacing it is exactly like replacing the LED headlights. So it's very simple. It's just a matter of getting to the actual bulb. Now this tab here is the only one that you're going to need to remove, and under the bottom here is a little lip. You put a little small flathead screwdriver in and go right underneath, and it pops open. Grab it, pull it out. That's all you need to do. Grab your screwdriver, get it into this panel, just get it started. There's a little notch here you can use to pull it down. And then inside you can see there's the bulb. We're just going to unplug it, use a counterclockwise turn to take out the bulb, pop the new one in, turn it clockwise to reseat it, plug it back in, and you're done. It's that simple. Here is the factory bulb. You do need to unplug this from the connector inside the car before you open and take this out. So unplug it from the connector, then you can turn it counterclockwise and it comes right out. These are the bulbs I got. These are the Ala Lighting LED fog lights, H10s. Make sure you get the H10s because the connectors on them have to match the connectors of the bulbs that you're taking out. And not just the connector, but also the bracket has to be correct, or it will not fit into the socket. So you can see inside there it says H10, that's the connector, and then these little tabs have to be correct, because if they're not, when you go to put it in and tighten it down, it's not going to match, or they're going to be too small and it will not work. So these, you're not really going to be concerned about the orientation of the bulb. This entire yellow area will light up. Then you got a projector with 2 more LEDs inside that will project the beam. So I've had good luck with these Ala Lighting LEDs, so I went with them again for the fog lights. Let's put them in. All right, so once you open that flap, you're just going to depress this bottom clip here, push on the bottom part here, and squeeze and pull down, and this connector will pop off. You do need to remove this connector before you take out the light bulb. It just makes it easier to do. Should take you 2 seconds. Alright, so I took out the halogen fog light that was in there. Always wear gloves when dealing with halogen bulbs. If you touch this with your fingers and you're not wearing gloves, the oil in your skin will stick to the bulb, and it can cause the bulb to overheat and explode if you were to put this in either back inside the vehicle or put it in another vehicle. So always wear gloves. You don't want to touch the glass and without gloves. So Careful. Okay, again, here is the new bulb. We are going to put it inside and then tighten it down clockwise and then reconnect it, and that side's done. If your new bulbs aren't fitting right because of the tabs, if the tabs are in the wrong place, you can modify them. Just put the bulb in, see where it's not fitting, and then if you need to cut part of the tab off, it's fine, just as long as you're not cutting them all the way off and you have at least 2 tabs locking it into place. If you do need to modify the tabs, if it's just not fitting for you, just get yourself a pair of these and just snip and then snip and modify, and then you can get it in there. Once you have the bulb in and it's locked down into place, test it, put everything back together, and you're all done. Alright guys, well, I installed these and they were working great, and then I started getting error messages on when I started the car and would drive a bit. So they need resistors, and basically what happens is these use so much less electricity than the halogen bulbs that the computer, when these are on, thinks that your bulb's burned out. So you get a message to check your fog lights, and it keeps beeping and beeping. There's no way around it. So what you need to do is basically trick the computer into thinking that the halogen bulbs are in there by using a resistor. So I got these H10 resistors. You're going to plug one end into the bulb, and then this end you're going to plug into the wiring harness inside the car. Just be careful when you install these, because these boxes get hot, so you don't want it against any other plastic or wiring. Fortunately, inside the wheel well, there's nothing really in there, and you have a giant area where this thing is not going to affect anything else. So one end into the bulb, one end into the car, and that should fix the error that you get. It kind of defeats the purpose of electricity savings because this is basically just going to create a load or create resistance, and it's going to use just as much as if you had the halogen bulbs in there. I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned with having all white lights instead of having all white lights and then 2 orange halogen bulbs for the fog lights. So I want them all to look consistent. So I'm not really worried about the savings in electricity by having LED fog lights. I just want them all to look the same. So this is what it's going to look like when you plug it into the bulb. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the bulb inside the light housing there. And other end goes into the original wire, and you're done. Now again, you're looking, once you turn them on, that they're nice and low. They're not going higher than the headlights, and it's creating a nice wide light. Alright, and there you have it. Installed LED fog lights, LED headlights, and now all the colors match. Once you're happy with everything, just take this and we're going to put it back. Make sure the button is pushed up. Pull this up a little bit. Make sure that's all nice and flush. Pop this thing back in. Push the button. That's locked into place. Do the same on the other side and you're done. Take it for a drive, see how it looks. Well, there you have it all installed. No error messages. It's raining right now, but it looks really nice. All the same color. Came out really well. So if you're going to install the fog lights on the 2019 Niro, you do have to put resistors in, and but I think it's worth it just to get all the lights the same color. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and if you could like, comment, subscribe, and a lot more to come. So talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.